If our investigations simply only explain what happened, that's not really enough. We need to go beyond what happened to try and understand how it happened. What is the context? What's the meaning behind it? In more recent years, we've seen a shift towards learning from normal work, or maybe use the term learning from all operations. And this has really been brought about through a desire to be more proactive rather than being reactive when it comes to how we learn in safety. Do we just want to wait for things to go wrong in order to learn? Or do we want to learn more proactively without things necessarily going wrong? Traditionally, safety management systems and risk management and incident investigations have been focused on, we had an incident, we've had an accident, we need to learn about this. But the mindset that's often sat behind this is that accidents and incidents are caused by things that are uniquely bad, that there are causes that can be found, and then these can be identified, and then we go ahead and fix them. Today, we don't really believe that there are necessarily root causes or causes that can be identified which are uniquely bad and uniquely belonging to that accident, event or sequence. We today believe in an equivalence between, the system that creates good outcomes is also capable of producing bad outcomes. So it allows us to move into this proactive space, but it does require a shift. The uncomfortable truth is all of the conditions, the context required for you to have an accident already exists right now. So it's a case of whether we're going to wait for that unique combination of factors to come together in a way which we haven't anticipated, or do we want to seek to go and understand that now, and in order to then proactively learn and improve on those contexts and conditions. Question often asked is, how do we go about making the shift to learning from everyday operations or normal work? Well, partly it's about the mindset shift we just described, but sometimes it may also be required to introduce new tools. So some organizations have introduced things like learning teams. This is a way of engaging with the front line in whatever task or operation it is. These are the people who do the work every day. They understand what is happening in our operation rather than what has happened. So we can engage with people in that front line to get that understanding, that the kind of what is really happening. That's one way of doing it. Or you can also look at your existing tools. Audits are one potential opportunity to learn from what is happening in the organization right now. Now, it's not enough just to be, are we compliant? Do we have all the appropriate documentation in place? Do the processes reflect reality and so forth? It's also then going beyond that and trying to seek to understand the deeper story, the wider context. But an audit's happening in the right place. Should be talking to the people who do the work, oftentimes in the place where the work happens. So this is a great opportunity, if we're curious, to go beyond just the checklist and to learn about those everyday challenges, but also the everyday successes that our people create. We still will be doing investigations when we have incidents or accidents, but this same mindset can be applied to our investigations. Rather than seeing this is an event, it must be something unique. There must be some unique cause in place for this event to have happened. Well, often what we find is it's not a cause. There may be a trigger which has been specific to this event, but that's not really that interesting. Oftentimes this might be called human error, or it's a failure to follow procedure or something like this. That oftentimes may be part of the story. It may be a trigger to an event, where the real learning and interest in is then what sits behind that, the context behind that. If our investigations simply only explain what happened, that's not really enough. We need to go beyond what happened to try and understand how it happened. What is the context? What's the meaning behind it? So the same thinking, we're being proactive, learning from normal work, seeking to understand the context and conditions, that can be applied absolutely when it comes to our reactive learning, doing incident investigations or accident investigations.